Hello and a very warm welcome. This video goes out to all those people who are writing the main examination of 2024. You do not have much time, slightly more than 2 months, and I would say that your actual preparation should be ending by the end of August. The entire September, whatever days that you are having in your hand before your main examination starts, should be for last moment patchwork. And trust me, there will be many areas, both in optional and general studies, where some amount of patchwork will be required. So the time to actually give a solid shape to your preparation is available to you for the month of July and for the month of August. Here are my 5 top priorities. Had I been writing the main examination in your place, these are the 5 things I would have done. First and foremost, I would have identified what are the topics in general studies and in the optional which I'm still not very confident about. And the topics which I'm not very confident about, I would have prepared one pager note, just one page, because it is much better than not having anything on that particular topic. So just one page I would have compiled from any source. It could have been a coaching institute's material, it could have been a textbook, it could have been simply from internet, but that one pager I would make sure that I'm having on every single topic that is there in the syllabus. Second thing, I would join a test series because some amount of feedback on how we are presenting is essential at this stage, because if we are not getting feedback, we are likely to skip a number of vital things just out of ignorance. And there are nuances to answer writing. And if we are getting feedback, those nuances will be obvious to us. We will get an opportunity to work on them. So do not be, dismissive about the importance of test series. At this point, you do need some kind of evaluation. Third, I would not solely rely on test series as an avenue to write answers. I would realize that I am needing much more practice than what a test series alone can give me. Test series would be like having 8 to 10 tests, and combining 8 to 10 tests, what you will be getting is a very limited amount of practice. If you want to really expand the range of practice, you should be solving a number of PYQs. While you are doing PYQ, make sure that you are not attempting those PYQs in general studies which are particularly based on current issues of that particular year, because such PYQs really do not have any chance of being asked. Fourth, what I will be doing, that I will be comprehensively doing all such topics, all such themes which have been asked in the last 10 years. I would not go chasing the question. Lot of candidates, lot of people will be chasing the question that this question has been asked, I need to know the answer of that. No, I would chase the topic, that if from this topic a question has been asked, who knows, some other question can be asked from that particular topic. So I would be chasing topic from where the questions have been asked, and I will be making sure that I am doing those topics comprehensively, because time and again the UPSC questions have proven that the topics which give questions, they tend to give more questions in the coming years. So please do those topics comprehensively. Last but not the least, I would not neglect updating the dynamic parts of current affairs, because I know that if you are not updating the dynamics parts of the current affair, especially in paper 2 and paper 3, that will mean polity, governance, social justice, international relation, Indian economy, environmental ecology, science and technology, disaster management and internal security, then we are not going to perform what the potential is in these papers. And failure to update these topics is often the most important reason why most of the candidates underachieve in paper 2 and paper 3. So if you get slightly higher than average score in paper 2 and paper 3, this will keep you pretty ahead of your competition. And one bonus tip is that do not ignore essay. Before you appear in the main examination, you should have written no less than 20 essays, and be a little more particular about essays on philosophical topics, because they are the flavor of the day. Philosophical topics, how do you address them. First and foremost, explain the statement, contextualize it at an individual level, at a societal level, at a national level, and perhaps at a global level. Talk about its relevance, talk about what are the hindrances in applying them, and talk about the way the world will be a better place if we are to accept the core tenet of that philosophical statement, if it is not a negative statement. So, on those lines, you can perhaps practice writing more and more philosophical essays. What are the things that I won't do? First and foremost, I won't focus my attention solely on the questions which have been asked. I have already spoken about it, that the questions which have been asked are actually indicative of an important topic. I would not be narrowly focused only on the question. I would rather do the topic. Second thing that I would not do is to solely rely on the compilations for current updates. I will be basically looking into the compilations for the topic, and then I will go to the newspaper's website, either the Hindu website or Indian Express website, and I would at least read the article on my own, because when I read the article on my own, I get an ability to understand the topic, see the topic in a multidimensional manner. And under each dimension, even if I have written just 5 points, this is going to be way superior than the answers my competitors are likely to put in their answer sheet, solely relying on compilations. So compilations can actually offer you the supplement value, but not the substitute value. So I would not solely rely on that. Third, I would not use a new source altogether just because a lot of people are talking about its utility. A lot of people would do that. This coaching material is good. This particular book is good. All the questions are coming from that book, so on and so forth. And it becomes very, very confusing. But if I'm in your place, had I been in your place, I would not have adopted a new source entirely. The new source, maybe it is good for one topic, maybe it is good for two topics, three topics, but that is pretty much all. I would have micro-analyzed the merits of a new material, but I would not be adopting altogether a new material at this stage. And fourth thing I will definitely not do is to solicit opinions, solicit preparation tips every other day, because that is bound to confuse me, that is bound to derail me every other day. And if I keep derailing every other day, my main preparation is going to go totally haywire. I would not be doing that. And last one sounds very paradoxical, but I would not be watching too many YouTube videos also just to gather preparation tips for the main examination. I will choose my YouTube videos which are adding some value to my main examination preparation, which are not totally contradicting what I am actually doing, and they are adding some fine tuning to my preparation. I would be very, very selective. Otherwise, I would be hibernating, I will be isolating, and I will be preparing myself for a grand performance in the main examination, which definitely results into an interview call. So please consider these do's and don'ts. If these things work for you, I will be the happiest person. All the best for your main examination.